Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Let's see. Okay, so this morning, I have 3 on my scans. Does not look like they have any kind of catalyst this morning. We have INDO, uh, RBNE, and Hustle. Now I saw INDO and Hustle yesterday, and I kind of put them out there into Discord, and I was like, yeah, I think this is the closing day scanner or whatnot. And these two were on there, but they still, I was waiting to see if they're going to get news today, and they still haven't. INDO up 49%, RBNE up 111%, and Hustle up 101. So over here on the floats in the relative volume, we can see that the relative volume for INDO is 16 times its normal. Relative volume from RBNE is 92 times. Hustle is 18 times. The floats on these, um, both of those are under 2 million in the float. RBNE and Hustle, and then INDO has a float of 8.17 million. Um, so overall volume, INDO is leading in the volume, 5 million shares traded, and then 3 million, then 2 million on Hustle. All right, so no catalyst though. So we'll see if anything pops off. Let's go ahead and check out the charts for these. Starting with INDO. INDO hit a high up there of 648. It's given back about $1 and something. So 648 down here to the 490s. Brighten this up. Okay, there we go. Let's look at Hustle and RBNE. RBNE popped up here $3 all the way up here to 8, and opened up pretty much at the highs around 6. So 876 is the high there, and we'll look a little bit deeper into these just a minute. Since they're the only things up, I mean, might as well look into them, right? But before we do that, let's talk about the trades from yesterday. Yesterday, I sat around and I waited on Chime to open. Chime was one that I had talked about previously. So let's go over here to the IPOs. Let's go to this week. So Chime, I mean, I really could have traded both of these, but I really did not like Vantage. It was an Indonesian company, and it was just, I don't know. I could have made money on them, but I just didn't touch it. I was more interested in Chime, so I waited on Chime and traded it. Let's go look at Chime's chart now. So Chime came out, and I was really expecting this thing to do better. Came out while I was at lunch, and I looked at my phone and saw it was open, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, let me get down here." So I walked up back over to the office, and by the time I got over there, it was diving all the way down up in here somewhere. And let me zoom in a little bit, and I took these trades down here. You can see the little red marks where my risk was down here to lose 33 bucks. And I saw this first buying on the red, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to look to buy around the bottom of this red, and that's what I did. I bought all down here for an average price of, hold up, let me find my average price. Average price of 39, no, average price of 40.61. 40.61. So I was buying, and I think I must have added back to this or something. How did I get 40.61? Oh, no. I'm tripping. So here it is. My average entry. I was like, how did I get 40.61? So I was getting in 38.56 was my average. 38.50s. So right up in here at the bottom of these two, it was when I was in. I got 54 shares, and then it popped 54, and I was selling around 40.61. So up here somewhere is where I ended up selling. So a nice little first bounce. And then from there, I was like, okay, well, I'll wait for a re-entry. And I retried on what I thought was an engulfing candle here, but it just didn't work out. It was a failure, and I lost 70 cents on this one right here. So I was like, oh well, didn't give back much, but I got 110 off of that first initial move. That first initial move was $2.05 per share, uh, right there. So that was good. That was really good. But just waited on that Chime IPO. I really could have traded the other one, but I just did not like the range on it. If we look at the other one that opened up, it was Vantage VG. What was it? Am I tripping? Let's go back over here. BNTG. So this one, man, it almost got me in there. It almost got me in there on this one. So it came up, and this one opened up earlier in the day. It opened up at 10 o'clock, which I thought they were going to open up Chime at 10 o'clock. I wish they would. They would have opened up a little bit earlier. It would have been more people around to kind of play with it. But yeah, this one popped up. And by the time I saw it, it was halted down right here, 5:30. And I was looking at it down here, and I saw it kind of bubbling around this previous level. But I was like, man, I really don't like this stock. And it ended up ripping 483 all the way up to 598. So when you look at the per share size, it really didn't move that much in comparison to Chime. Chime gave me $2.05 per share. This one moved from, maybe if you took the trade somewhere up in here, 4.94, maybe a dollar, but I got a $2 move off of Chime, so I was much more satisfied with that. I just took the profit, man. So took it and ran. Let's see if we have any IPOs today. Today. Oh. So we got BACC, don't know what that is. What's this? Blue Acquisition Corp. And then we got Arrow. I don't know about those. All right, both of them are going to be looking like they're opening around 10 bucks, 14 bucks. Let's see, IPOs. Why don't they show up here then? I don't know. Not showing up on the other one. What are they? Okay. Aerospace and Defense Company for Arrow. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be sitting around on a Friday looking for IPO though. But for the most part, I have taken a lot of trades on the defense stocks this week. Now, what messed us up yesterday was that Boeing crash of Air India. So a lot of the stocks that did have aviation news or defense news went down. I think it was RSLS was one of them. RSLS and SOAR. SOAR was the other one. And I looked at it and I was like, man, this thing's got this crash out here. I don't feel comfortable taking trades on something that's aviation based. And we got a crash this morning that 242 people died. So I was like, I don't know about that. Let's go look at RSLS and SOAR. So SOAR, right here is where I was watching it, but the news is what killed it for me. When I saw aviation and then I knew that it was a crash this morning, I was like, the sentiment on this may not be too bad or may not be too good. And I just was really reluctant to trade it, and it ended up fading throughout the day, all the way back down to $2. Hit a high of 424 and ended up down here 215. And then RSLS was the same story. right here. So went up a little bit, but ended up fading off of that aviation news. Oh wow, Donnell's already on RBNE here. He said he's got his coffee money already. But yeah, that's so we're seeing these three up here. RBNE leading the day with 10 million shares. So right now on the trade journal, looks like let's see, where are we trying to go to? Date, this date. Let's go here and then let's go to reports. So this, wait a minute. It's the right view. What's wrong with this view? Oh, okay, there it goes. All right, so first week was kind of rough on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we got 160, 35, and I barely made that 35 because I was playing around. Then 11th, and then on the 12th. And so this is the last day of the week. So it's like, let's just see what happens if something comes up. Let me refresh this page because it seems like there's some missing data there. There's some missing data today. Go back up to the scanner. Okay. Okay. So we're still good with these three. RBNE coming on down there. You said you entered at 11. So let's see, 11, 10. 11, 10, and got to jump all the way up there. That's nice. All right, so let's also look at the other ones. Well, first I need to clean off this scan first. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. RSLS and SOAR, they're dead. CGTL, I'm also gonna get rid of Chime because I don't think it's gonna move for us. I'll trade on the day of the IPO, but then the day following, I'm okay. Especially if it's a Friday. I'm okay. Hustle making its way all the way back down. No news. Back down here to 1172s. INDO fading. Let's go look at what RBNE is. And where is it from? Robin Energy. Okay, this is another energy company. It's up with INDO and all of the rest of them. Robin Energy Limited operates a shipping company worldwide. Operates as a shipping company worldwide. The company acquires, owns, charters, and operates ocean-going tanker vessels. The company provides seaborne transportation services for crude oil and refined petroleum products. As of April 14, 2025, it maintained a fleet of one vessel with cargo carrying capacity of 0.03 million deadweight ton. The company was incorporated in 2024 and is based in Limassol. Oh, wait. Limassol, Cyprus. Limassol? I don't know. Something, Cyprus. So they got one ship and they do shipping. And the name kind of threw me off. Robin Energy is a shipping company. All right. So let's go back and look through here. Also, let's go look at this. Let's go look at what oil is doing. Okay? So oil is up. When we last looked at it, it was at 60. When we last look at this? I think we looked at it. It was at 60 something. It was like down here. So it did make a big move up. Looks like yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to it. I mean, oil things were moving, but they didn't have catalyst. So I just was like, I've actually been way safer not trading sentiment. I'm looking for an actual news headline on the company. But yeah, oil definitely made a move up yesterday. I don't know if that's going to continue. It went all the way up to 77, and just kind of vibing right where it is now. 10 million shares traded on that. INDO trying to come back up, but has come all the way back into this consolidation around the 5. And then Hustler doing the same thing. So these are our top 3. We'll see what comes up for competition. If anything, will pop with Catalyst. But yeah, these are just going up on energy sentiment. So if you can find ways to make money, and you have a strategy for these types, do your thing. Point of control is down here on RBNE. Well, let's jump back to the 15-minute first. Okay, so we got 15-minute. We see that it owled up, had a pretty nice wick back down, 651, went all the way up to 12, and is now at this area around the $10 level. Okay, so let's see if we can see anything obvious on these daily charts. Anything obvious on these daily charts? And since this one is leading the day, let's look at that one first. RBNE. Looks like the chart starts at 425. So this year IPO'd and we had a level, so it was at 335. Okay, so it's above all-time highs right now. So it's above this 653 level. Okay. So 653 is the only level that we have that is a daily level that's clear right now that it broke over. 653. Okay. And let's look at INDO. It is currently at 502. We got something else popping in, Icon, but I'm not seeing a catalyst on it. ICON up 45%. But yeah, we're looking for obvious things right now. So 502s, anything obvious around here? 502. I mean, it's been in this level, but as far as obvious, I really can't see it. Let's jump over to Hustle. Hustle was at 7 yesterday, and it's all the way at 12 something. 12. So it had a little point up here, 1185, and then up here to 14. So right now it's in this little range, 11 to 14, but I don't know how dominant those levels are going to be. So I changed this to daily. And I'll throw that date on there. I forgot to date the other one. Okay, boom, and then daily down here. Throw that date on there for some near obvious levels. Don't know if they're concrete, but we'll see how they react to these levels. But it's in between 14 and 1177 there. Let's see, Icon, what are you doing over here? You don't have a catalyst. Had a big drop down here. It was at 179. Only obvious thing is, wow, it must have done a bunch of reverse splits because this is 23 something. So that isn't looking the greatest. No obvious real levels up here that I'm seeing that everybody can see. So yeah, just gonna wait on Icons for it to make something obvious. But we'll circulate through. So back over here to RBNE is basically in the same spot. INDO. And these are the 15 minutes. So we're looking for 15-minute levels now. Nothing was obvious on the daily though, so I don't even know if I'll trust something on the 15 right now. Icon popping on up there. 2 million shares traded, and no catalyst on any of these. Icon has outweighed Hustle in volume, but the last news on Icon was in April. So we may just need to notate that. Let me see what Icon does. Icon Energy. Icon. This is another shipping company. Icon Energy Corp is a shipping company providing seaborne transportation services for dry bulk cargoes through fleet of ocean-going vessels worldwide. The company was incorporated in 2023 and is based in Athens, Greece. Icon Energy Corp is a subsidiary of Atlantis Holding Corp. Okay, so we're getting a lot of shipping and things like this with no catalyst. So we have 4 stocks up right now with no catalyst, and we're just watching. Very, very interesting morning there. A lot of movement, but where that news at? Let's go and go back down to the, well, for now, I really want to see some things happen on the 15-minute. That's what I was kind of looking for. Oh, Hustle made it back down to, so we just put those levels on the out there on the daily chart. Remember, for Hustle, we put the 1445 and 1177. It stopped right on that 1177, the bottom side of that range, and is trading down here. So, and I also see the volume slowing around this level. So I don't know if it's going to come back up, but it's stuck in those 2 levels. Those are the only 2 semi-obvious levels that I could see, and so we placed them, and bam. And actually, wait a minute. I made levels in the past. That wasn't today. That was on, these 2 levels are from 3. What is 3? 3 is January, February, March. So this one's from March 18th and March 24th. These are some old levels that I made back in the past that are here. Okay, well, I thought these were the levels we just placed today. They are not. I placed those levels on, which one was it? Was it INDO? No. Was it RBNE? No, wasn't that one. Did I just place the wrong dates on this or something? This is from today. I just placed the, okay, yeah. These are the 2. What is it talking about? Did I grab the wrong date? These are from today. I'm tripping. Date is supposed to be today. So I guess I gotta check that date. 6 March, April, May, June. 13th. Okay. I was like, what? I know these look way too familiar. So these are the ones I just placed. I'm tripping. I was like, how did I place these in March? All right, let's correct this. Okay, so yeah, I'm not stupid. Well, I made a little mistake clicking, and that's what it was, but I cleared it up. So let's go to June 13th. All right, so yeah, stopped on that level. No catalyst. All right, so let's continue our rotations. We got RBNE. Kind of looking like it's trying to be a grinder, but that conviction though. Got definitely a lot of similar energy plays this morning. And I don't even know if this. I couldn't say it toted any kind of special. Let's see, cargo. Didn't say what kind of cargo that it. It's just up. It just says dry bulk cargoes. So that could be anything. But that no catalyst is killing me. It's killing me, man. But it is making some moves. Popped out of here from 290 all the way up here to 378. So definitely making some moves on Icon. And it's actually taking over. It's going to be over the top of INDO here soon if it keeps getting volume here. But top four, RBNE, INDO, Icon, ICON, and Hustle. Hustle really drying up in volume here. Yeah, I don't know if Icon's gonna be. I mean, I don't know if INDO is gonna be able to compete here soon because INDO has just under 6 million and Icon is running up on it. So the top two this morning in volume are about to be RBNE and Icon. RBNE starting to look really flat now. Starting to form like a little flat under that 1050 level. Come on, Icon, keep pushing. You about to make number two on the day. Keep pushing, big boy. Well, actually, this one isn't really a big boy. It's $3, so. But it is up 74%. And all right, it just passed INDO in volume. So the top two are RBNE and Icon in volume. Cool, cool. So our leaders on the day have no catalyst. They're just moving purely on sentiment. RBNE just really flattened out. Really flattened out there. And I'm thinking this is going to be easy. If it does want to move down, it's going to be an easy move down through the 989s. So let's go look at the 15 minutes on these. Circle through on 15. So starting with RBNE still pretty much in the same spot. Carlos Rodriguez, or I guess Carlon X. Yesterday's attack over Iran is moving energy and transportation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The energy. I mean, a lot of things happened yesterday. We had the plane crash. We had the attacks. All of this stuff, and it's all just accumulation of sentiment. So, you know, a lot of emotions in the market, even more than normal right now, I guess. All right, so Hustle still doing its thing, but it's just not keeping up in volume. Hustle only has 2 million shares in volume. Everything else up here has over 5 million shares. INDO moving on down. Icon back under $3. RBNE finally getting something right here, coming down under the 10. So let's go ahead and start marking these 15 minutes up since we couldn't really find anything clear on the dailies. What is this 653? Where did this come from? I don't even know. On RB. Oh, 653. That I should have marked that as daily. Okay. Mark that up. Daily level. That was the top side, and then above that it was just blue skies. So let's go here, 13th. Bang, bang. Just like that. Bam. All right, so that was the only obvious daily level that we saw on RBNE. It broke through its all-time highs and kind of just went into a blue sky area with no catalyst. So we'll see how shorts want to handle this today. And I was also trying to mark this up. So it faced problems right here at the $10, and we'll see if it continues to face those issues right there. $10, and we'll make this. This is based on the 15 minute. 15 minute. Right at that 10. So we got some levels out here. We got another one just popped in, Toro, T-O-R-O. What is this? It's only up 20%. I don't know if it's going to be in the running. Had news from the 11th. No news on today, though. T-O-R-O. Only up 20%. So it's looking like a 20% struggler right now. It's only got 1 million shares on board. And no news on today again. So we got 5 stocks up over 20% with no news. RBNE just popped right on through that $10 level. And we'll see if it starts to come back down here. 70 cents over that $10 level on this 15-minute candle. Let's go ahead and continue to cycle through. And if it stays above that 10, it's going to invalidate it. I'll take it off. Icon moved down there, so let's go ahead and mark that up. So we had issues right there, the $3 on the 15 minutes. And we're looking for either validation or invalidation. And we're also looking for a catalyst to pop on any of these. That would be amazing. All right, so RBN, yeah, it's definitely invalidating. Yep. So these are hard to trade because I mean you can't even guesstimate a move like this. Look at this. Comes down here and pops all the way back over and through to the highs on RBNE. 13 million shares traded, returning to the high. So is this going to be a lower high here? And can it get back under 10? We don't know. So I had to invalidate that other one that we put up there at the 10 for now. Back over to Icon, 15 minutes. I think we finished marking that one up. Yep. INDO had issues up here at the 571. Is fading off. Hustle, same deal, fading off. So INDO, we see clear issues up here at the 571 on the 15. 570 or 15 minutes. 571. Okay. And then it's down here at this bottom, but I'm not sure about this bottom yet. I don't know what it's going to do down there. Hustle got its levels, and then Toro, wow, we looked away for a second, went up to 290 and just round robin. What is Toro? What was it doing? Toro, T-O-R-O. Is this another energy? This is another shipping company. Toro Corp, a shipping company, acquires, owns, charters, and operates ocean-going LPG carrier vessels worldwide. It operates through Handyside tanker and LPG carrier segments. The company also provides energy seaborne transportation services for LPG. As of December 31st, 2024, it operated through a fleet of 4 LPG carrier vessels and 1 Handyside tanker vessel with an aggregate cargo carrying capacity of 0.02 million. I don't know why they put point. Why don't you just put the okay, whatever. Dead weight tonnage. The company was incorporated in 2022 and is out of La Masa, Cyprus as well. So that's 2 companies out of La Masa. Let me make sure. Yeah, Toro, 2 companies out of La Masa. So we'll see if the other ones start to find some kind of sentiment to the downside as well. RBNE, Big Wicks, back to Icon, right back up here at the $3 level. INDO, Hussa. Yeah, so definitely around Robin on Toro. I'm taking that one off now. It's only a 5%. We're good on that. We're good on that. All right, Hussa. So back to 4 now. RBNE, Icon, INDO, and Hustle. Is it gonna come all the way back under the 10? That the plan here? Went up, big rip, and right back into this consolidation level. Icon back under that 3. Yeah, starting to file on down now. I don't even have any imaginary lines to put on this because there's no catalyst. So it's like, I don't know if it wants to go up or down or what it wants to do with these swings. Icon, big drop off. Huge drop off there. So we saw the same type of movement on Toro, the cheaper one that popped up, did a whole round robin. Okay, so the last one that's holding up is RBNE. So we'll see if it can dash down. Still up 210% on RBNE. Very tight range in here, right above the 10s. Well, I said right above the 10s, and you know, definitely going and giving it a little kiss right there. Okay. So we want to see. So this one has like a couple minutes left. Still holding above that $10 level. Back up to 1080s. 1075 becoming some type of issue for it, looks like. INDO kind of just looking like it's on walk down mode under the 5. Hustle doesn't even have enough volume to fail, does it? People got to trade it down. So this one is a very hard one because it's pretty much in a wide consolidation. You don't know when the pops are coming or which way they're going. No continuation. All right. Well, while we're waiting on all of that stuff to play out, I'm going to go over here and look. Front page Yahoo. What's on the front page today? U.S. Futures dive as Trump urges Iran to make a deal after Israel strike. Wow. Israel hits Iran, warns more attacks to come. Oil tanker. It's like every single year. It's like, yeah, we're gonna give y'all a little bit of we're gonna take a break for a little bit, but we're gonna keep sending them. We definitely we're gonna keep this thing going. Oil tanker market roiled by Israel airstrikes. Yeah. Um, key Iran nuclear enrichment site of Natstan shows no sign of breach. Oil curve shift shows fears of protracted Mid-East conflict. Coinbase CEO deficits may turn Bitcoin into world reserve companies or currency. Okay. Stock sell off, oil surges as Israel strikes Iran. Yeah, I think tensions are pretty high right now, for sure. All right. Going down here towards the bottom side of this level. The one that can give the most range is the one that's consolidating the most. Well, the two actually, Hustle and RBNE. Let's see if it actually wants to get back under. Did it? 2 minutes until this 15-minute closes. It's got two big old top and tail wicks over the top of it. So we'll see if that wants to hold. But right now it's in consolidation. I'm not playing in this consolidation. See if it gets back under 10. Almost 1 minute left, a minute and 15 seconds. See if we can get back under 10 here. Looks like it's going to continue to hold out of there. Okay, well, no validation in there around 10. Don't know what it wants to do. Going to close this in 15 seconds. Still with the $3 struggle there on Icon. Hustle banging down on that level once again, that 1177. So I think it's about to give up the ghost, it looks like. So we close the 15-minute. Let's go look at the 5 here. Look at this consolidation in here. Nasty consolidation. 5-minute on Icon. INDO. Hustle right there on that level. Doesn't take much. If you guys are seeing anything other than these 4, definitely throw it in and we'll look at it. Basically what we're looking for in pre-market is range. A lot of times, you know, on other days, I guess it is Friday, but on other days we look for catalysts. RVOL, you know, ATR, how far can this thing move? The overall volume, the float, look through all of that and try to find the best looker. And right now, out of these, you know, none of these really meet the criteria because I kind of start with catalyst. And the catalyst right now is very sentimental, very emotional. So it's kind of hard for me to trade. Okay, jump down here to 1. So we're now back under 10, back under 200%. And I'm seeing Icon came back over this $3 level. We're looking for it to hold that 3 down. Big wicks though. Hustle looking like it's ready to crash out. But they're all on the same time, on the same type of catalyst. So I think they'll move together, whatever they do. Yeah, this motion, man. Same move as RBNE made before. Went up, broke, and really doesn't even have a real pattern. Just kind of break out, and we'll see how far that goes. Maybe it'll even pop the top. I don't know. 40 cents away from that $3. And returning to this previous level up here with the 350. Is that going to become a problem area? Let's jump to the 5. So right around here, 350. For a 5 minute candle, it sure is stretched out. Bottom of this 5 minute all the way back down here to 278. Go look at that 1 minute. Still in this area of previous selling. Just kind of seeing a rinse and repeat of what happened on RBNE. Doo-doo-doo. 30 cents away from being back under 3. Yeah, so this is the depth of momentum. Ooh, INDO did break down that level and continue to move down to the 450s. Hussa broke down its level as well. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's pop around to these 15 minutes and recheck how they're looking. So 15-minute out here, we had a little struggle area between 10 and 1025. 1025, little struggle area here that we can kind of see on the 15. I guess I could zone this out since it's not really a level. Let's just go ahead and zone this out. Oop. Had a little bit of problems right through here. All right. Oh, okay, back over to Icon. Same pattern. Same pattern, man. Yeah, but the momentum just isn't here anymore. That excitement that'll push it on up to that next level. It's kind of very slow, grindy movements. Not saying there's no opportunities, but for me, the risk versus the reward is kind of unbalanced. Oh wow, what happened to this? Let's see. 20 cents away from ripping back to through this $3. Okay, so RBNE came back up and touched that zone we put out there on the fifth, I think 15-minute run. Let's see. I think it was 15-minute. I wonder, can I name a zone? Let's see. Edit. I want to name it struggle zone. Struggle, or I'll just put resistance and resistance. And I don't know if it's going to show that name, but put it on. I'll change it to red and let's see what that looks like. Struggle zone. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Just a little bit of struggle right there. Icon. Yeah, the momentum is dead. Toro popped back up 21%. But, I mean, again, it did a round trip. Let's look where it is now. Toro popped back up. Whoops, let's go back to the 1 minute. Look at this. Right back down. It's going all the way back through the ATR high. All the way back through the 211s. That's a 1 minute wick. Whew. 30 cents on 1 minute. Okay, well, that one's bleeding out. It is back down to 12% now. Just a quick little pop up and got punched in the mouth there. All right. So RBNE, we're looking for it to continue to face problems at that $10 whole dollar level. I don't like that color. Let me change that color. It's messing with my eyes. My eyes. Messing with my eyes. There we go. Still messing with my eyes. Too much going on in this one area. All right. So RBNE breaking down $9 is going to be the truest form of weakness if it can do it. It's about to be the top of the hour here. Icon broke back down to $3, back under that struggle area. INDO never tried to come back up. Toro just keeps popping in and out, doesn't it? Little nasty stop. Nasty. Yeah, but this is a whole bunch of consolidation. Toro with almost 3 million shares traded. We'll see if it ends up catching up with the INDO and if it can hold over 20%, or is it going to be a 20% struggler for the day? It's only up 22%. That's why it's going in and out. I do not like 20% strugglers. If you're cheap, you need to be rolling. Get up 50%, 100%, quickly. And hold those levels. And now it's back under 20%. 20% struggler. RBNE just ripping out of nowhere in this consolidation. Lower and lower highs. Icon now is the number one in volume. Let's go look at what it's doing here. Number one in volume, struggling with the whole dollar level. Number 2 is RBNE. 3 is INDO. Toro keeps just acting like it's gonna come alive and dying. So take that one off. So we're back to the 4 now. Icon, RBNE, INDO, and Hustle. Looks like this is about to be an engulfing candle if we can get under the 975s. If we can close under 975, but it won't. Open up there, back into that hard consolidation with lower highs. RBNE making a lower low. Can it continue back past that 950? Proven multiple times something is up here holding it down. Looks like it keeps doing the same pattern too. Moves up, trades within the range of the big candle, moves down. Same thing, moves down. Trades within, and we'll see if we see it move down again. Will it have to go back and check in with 925s here? Small little breakout, snatch the souls in. Can we get back? So the point of control right now is 1010. Back under 1010, it's going to be a big old short trap. So let's see if we can slide under 1010 here. A lot of volume coming in here. Looking for a 1010 breakdown. 1050s, 1060s. It's one of the tightest ranges I've seen in a long time, man. It's just too much trading in one area. It needs to be moving from one area to the next. But again, sticking around that level. Let's see if we can get under 1010 here. 1040s, 1030, 1018. Break down to 1010. Back up here to icon, still holding under that 3. These got some big volumes on them. I'm not sure if shorts will leave them alone and go on to something else. Even if something does pop up with catalysts, there's so much volume on these. I don't even know if it'll be able to truly compete and draw shorts over like these because there is so much volume. $3 tap again. Yeah, so a pretty laid back morning. Just sitting, looking to manage risk, but not finding anything that meets the criteria. So definitely protecting profits again today until we see opportunities we can have more of a edge in, I guess you could say. Mm. I want to control at 1033. So below 1033 is only looking a little bit less bullish, but it just continues to grind. Do these fake little breakouts and grind. Still a lower high. Shorts just waiting on that money. Will it get under 1010 now? Yep, there's 1010 tap. All right, let's see some continuation through the 10-10. Short should be pretty amped right now. Scary thing is if all these fall at the same time because they're on the same idea. What's the overall market doing right now? It's down 1%. Okay, so we've been looking at it. So it's towards the bottom side of that gap fill level that has been trading within. We'll see if it hovers this for the day. Hovers this 21.5 and see if it'll move down because we got a lot of sad news at the end of this week. People dying in airplane crashes, bombings happening in Israel, war kicking back up. So it's a little bit of dissension in the world right now. Dissension into darkness. Another big old top and tail. I mean, if it goes up, this is going to be very, very unpredictable upward movement if it does kick up, but I'm just not with that. I see big top and tails. I'm going to definitely listen to what the charts are saying and be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. All we need is another breakdown of 10. Get this thing going down. Toro, back up. Toro, you are kind of demonic, aren't you? Just a little bit, huh? Came up, went down, formed this little 215 level, but struggling to hold up that 20%. The rise and fall is crazy on this thing. Look at that. Man, back down to 14%. Are we ready to move down? Yeah, this is trash. It's not choosing a direction. Back under three is not gonna be looking too good for Icon. Only 10 cents away from it too. This thing is really just, I don't know. But I guess you guys can see why I'm not trading it, right? Like the other stuff that I trade, it has catalyst, it has a reason to go up, and it's following a specific, you know, for the most part, specific patterns. But this right here, this is like, this is too calm. It's just sitting here, and it's, I believe it's calm before a storm. And I don't know if this storm is going to go in the way we like it. That's the problem. I think I'm gonna end up clearing off hustle for the day. I think it's pretty done, but we'll see. Point of control just moved down. All we need is a breakdown of 10-10. Get this party started downward. Icon breaking out of this 330 level, 5 cents. Boy, these failed breakouts are something serious, man. Wow. Why? Bro, chill out. Did it do the same thing as RBNE? A little bit. RBNE back to 10. But man, that breakout, I know that took some souls right there. So this thing's got 24 million shares traded. How many shorts can actually get in this? Let's say, if they are taking 10 million shares of this thing or something like that, man, they are. I don't even know if they'll be shorting this type. Toro, RBNE, pop back up on the pin. This thing, man, these things are dangerous. I'm trying to make profit. And they're just selling me out of the trade. They're like, nah. Well, I mean, I guess it's already sold out because there's no catalyst, but, you know, they'll be further selling me out of a trade. It's almost like it's forming a pennant. So it's coming down this way, coming up this way, and it's gonna have to make a big choice soon. No, no, not that. None of these have catalysts. That's what's keeping me out of them. They have sentiment because of the wars and all of that, but as you can see, these breakouts are deadly, like literally deadly. Coming up here, another little trial. Let's see if it slams again through the 328. It's gonna give another false breakout, go up a little bit, and let's see if it comes back down through 328. A little bit more, 350s, still a lower high though. Looking for that slappage. Where's that slappage? Back up there to the highs, but like I said, it is what it is at this point. Is this going to be the one that breaks out? It's got 25 million shares traded. Been in this area 3 times and failed. Is this going to be the time that goes? Small little breakout. Let's see what a movement down looks like on it. Yeah, 50 cents. Yeah, but I just love to have a catalyst behind me, especially when I see its brothers and sisters killing people out here, like RBNE. All of these have the same sentiment. All of these are shipping, dry shipping, uh, container shipping, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm good on that. I am great. But right now, the journal is still looking good. We're for the week with our pre-market trades. This is what we're looking like on the journal. So last week pre-market trades, I was kind of scared, to be honest. I was cutting up a bunch and all of that. And then this week I did some IPO trading, I did some pre-market trading, I did some intraday trading, and all of it was on things with catalysts, right? So this week, Monday, we started off with 160. This one was definitely a struggling day for me. I was trading mid caps on this day and just could not get a move out of the mid cap I was looking at. This day, the mid cap and the small caps was working for me. This day, this was an IPO day. I took 2 trades on that IPO chime, and so that's what we're looking like on the week. But this right here, man, I feel like I'm just donating money to Icon if I trade it. Look at it. It's sick. It's sick. Let me go look at RBNE again. RBNE now under 10 again. And this is the 3rd time. Let's see. It came down once, came down twice, came down 3 times. What is a break of 960 gonna do for it? Toro back at 13%. Hustle. Still floating on that 1177. Only 3 million shares traded just about. Since all of these are tied together, they're either energy or energy shipping. You know, I'm just like, this whole sector could dump. Let's go look at oil, see where it's at now. It's up 8%, but these things that are supposedly supposed to be following or were following it yesterday. Hold up, let me go to 15-minute. Things that were supposedly following it yesterday, that are moving into aftermarket, are not doing so much today. It's kind of just sitting steady here on oil and energy. Look at icon on the 15-minute, man. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me you would have traded that little breakout after seeing these two high candles. Nah, bruh. Nah. Look at look at how much struggle that is. That's insane. Jump back over here to the one. Definitely not a breath of fresh air. Trying to see you break down 960. You've been doing a whole lot of barking, but I'm trying to see a failure. Anyway, while we wait, so over here, what I've been looking at is how much I'm getting on winners versus losers as far as pre-market and everything else. Just looking, so I get around like 30 cents on winners. It seems 10 to 30 cents. Sometimes they really rip if they're small cap. That's probably Toro. Is that Toro popping up again? That was probably Toro. But seems to about 10 to 30 cents, and then some of them really rip out. Yesterday on Chime, the IPO, I got $2.05 off of that one. I only took 50 shares because I was like, yeah, I don't really know what Chime wants to do. I just took the first bounce. Then I traded XTIA, which came out to be 30 cents. Then on the losers, I'm cutting them around, 16 to 30 cents or whatnot. This one was 75 cents, 30 cents, 42 cents. It must have been a smaller share size. Yeah, it was. ASIC, this was the IPO as well that I traded and went ahead and cut that quick, keeping them small. XTIA, I took that one, 300 shares there. That was 30 cents. Cutting them. This one, Oust, I traded for $1.18 into the profit. And then I took another losing trade after that of the 10-cent loss on 40 shares. So I took 100 on the first one, took 40 on the second trade. KZIA, 58 cents. And a lot of these that you see that are like small green is because they just stopped me out. My stop was at break even, and I always try to put my stop above break even so it can at least be a small green trade. But yeah, definitely some see 21 30 cents, 21 8 cents, 15 cents. So around 30 something cents is what I've been cutting it at, seems like, this whole month, and it's been working out. It's been working out. All right, back over to the death traps over here. So we got Icon still leading the day. 20 cents away from this $3 breakdown. RBNE just refuses to crash out. Because I think if that one crashes out, the other ones will take initiative and really get going downwards as well. But they may hold all the way to the open and then crash out, which would be horrible for anybody that's waking up seeing this and like, oh man, this thing is just in consolidation. And they missed the price action back here. They didn't see the price action. They're like, oh man, this thing can just, break out and do XYZ. And then they get clapped up at the open. But that 960 to 975 has been an issue for it. And also looking at these candle sizes. I mean, look at this size. 87 down here to 73. They just continue to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Less volume pouring in. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that I've been noticing with pre-market trading. If volume is coming in, but there's no motion, it scares me. Because let's say if I'm looking at it like this and I see a million shares come in here or 2 million shares or 3 million shares, even more, and there's no motion, I'm like, what's going on here? Why is it this volume should be causing momentum, right? And so, that's one thing I try to notice early. Sometimes I don't notice it as early and I'll get in and I have to stop out, with a 30-cent loss or something like that. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I guess if I can see it, if I can notice it, I'm definitely going to be like, all right, let me take it off, not get caught in this. But I think this thing's going to splash down big at some point. Hustle just hugging this bottom level on that daily chart. Down here before the 1177 and just has not moved much at all. So this one has a bottom right here at the 950. Let's go to the 15-minute and see if we can verify anything up here. So we got these big old wicks on the 15. We have a 950 level down here that seems to continue to get bumped up against, but it hasn't broken yet. So we'll call this a 15 minutes. 15-minute level. I'm gonna say I think it's going, if it goes through 950, I'm thinking it's gonna break down that 950. Popping back up there to the 10 real quick. $9.50 is the level I'm thinking it's going to be a breakdown level. So it's been down here 1, 2, 3 times and continues to make lower highs into this level. All right, well, let me circle around real quick. 328. So $3 level is that level over there. All right, big boy. What's that dump gonna look like? It's got room all the way to this daily level of the 653. 653 was blue skies for it. Previously when it IPO'd, it got over that IPO price and it has room all the way back down to the 653. RBNE has a ATR of 92 cents. So on a normal day, it moves 92 cents. And we'll see. So moving a dollar will be relatively easy for it to get down to, 950. Blow up. I hate these slowdowns. Got almost 30 million shares traded and just not even moving. That's insane. All right, let's go check the news feed for what's popping up today other than the wars and stuff. So where did today start? June 12th, June 13th. All right, so Apple, let's see. Apple Visionary Club's co-founder, blah, blah, blah. Trump economic advisor, stocks making biggest moves. Let's see. UN Ocean Summit tries to prevent seas from becoming Wild West. Israel's attack on Iran stokes fear on a wider war. Okay, XTI Aerospace issuer. Okay. Yeah. So the way my news feed is set to present is I'm looking for business news headlines. I'm not really, there are other things you could look into, but press releases, SEC, and the world news headlines. And I'm also looking for headlines that have a volume of at least 1 million shares. So people are kind of looking at it at least. So that's what it's giving me up here in Benzinga. Refresh this page. All right, nothing looks to have changed. Is it ready to crash out? Finally. 22 million shares traded. There's coming to that 950 level. Right down to the 950. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times that it's been down here, man. If that thing breaks, it's going to kill somebody. Oh my goodness. It's been holding this thing like a soldier. I think it's waiting till the open, is what I'm thinking. What was that? That Toro again? Nope. There's another one up called Nuke that just popped up. No news on it. N-U-K-K, Nuke. Finally a new one. Just hit 1 million shares traded on Nuke. No catalyst. So I'm wondering what a breakout will look like on this one. Nukester. Only 1 million shares traded. Let's go look at the daily chart and see if there's anything that we can notice over here. So it is trading at 1609 right now. 16, so 1564. 1564. We'll see how that does. All right, let's see what we can do. Whoa, slow down, my boy. Give me a second, Nuke. Give me a second, Nuke. What is Nuke again? Is this a Chinese company? Hold up. Let me, before I do anything, let me see where this thing is from. Nucleus. Before I do anything reckless. New York, New York. Oh, this is defense products. Generators, Iron Dome defense products. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're in wartime, and this is a defense stock. Has this 1521. It could pull back to 1634 at the top side. We're gonna break down a little bit towards that 1521. Nope. Buying coming in there. Give me a little 20 shares, 50 shares. Let's see if we can get up to 1650. I'll be out at 16 flat. I got 50 shares though. Let's see how it plays. So let's see what we could do here. Get a little lunch out. Looking to be out, risking 50 cents on 50 shares. Average price is 1645. Oh, it's kind of high there. It's okay. On some defense. Let's see what this defense stock wants to do here. Now I can always try again, but I am definitely looking to get out at 16 if it doesn't want to do right. Ready to sail, big boy. You don't want to play right. Okay. 16s. All right, there we go. A little bit of more. Can we get back over 1630s? Nope. All right. 1630. There we go. Add a little bit there. Got 110 in there. I'll be out down here at the 16 if it doesn't want to go. Ooh, big swings. Come on, big boy. Ready to get out at 16 if it wants to go there. Now retry behind this. For over that 1630. Show me a little bit of red. Okay. Want to go on this one? Can we see 35s? Can we see that volume come in? Over 30. Opening up a new candle. Entered in 130 shares and we're going to let that play. I'll be out at 160 right now, or 16, I mean, not 60. 130. Let's see if you can get any green movement upward. Got a low down here of 1523. Million shares traded. Defense stock. Point of control up here is 1686. 10 minutes from the top of the hour. So over 1640 is what I'll be looking for. Over 1640. Right now, the $33 risk is right here at 1617, but yeah, I'm gonna see what it wants to do over these highs over 1640. Can we do any kind of breakout? Okay, 1643. So at this point, $33 risk is right there at 1617 if we could do any more above 1650s. Looking to try to work my risk up, so we'll see if this thing can carry. No news, no catalyst, so just want to be quick on this. To the top side, 1650. Break of 1650. Nope. All right. Does not want to play ball there. We have 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Popping down there. Are you going to go below 16 is the question. Can you show us any green? Small test down, back over 1630s. That's where I'll be a little bit more interested for it to hold there, 1630. Little bit of volume coming in. Can it get back over 1630 is the question. Bottom side of this candle was 1613. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna do it. Look good for a little bit. Can it get back over 1630? Show us some green. It needs to cross 1630. Let's start putting a hard stop in there. Defense, New York, New York. Okay, does not look like it's gonna make that higher low there. It's got, if it doesn't break out, I'm gonna have to, I might have to get on down if it can't do anything here. Looking for that 1625. Yeah, definitely a fast breakdown, even faster than I thought on a defense stop. Let this candle close real quick. Was it 1 million shares traded on this defense? Can we get a bounce back? Six minutes to the top of the hour. Can we? Ooh, come on now. So it had this level down here of 1522. Got a bottom here of 1550. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to end up doing some drastic measures if it keeps doing this kind of stuff. As a defense stock, we are in war and this thing isn't going 100 or 1 million shares traded. I hope it doesn't become a 20% struggler. Top of the hour coming up. I really want to hold through the top of the hour to see if we can get some more upward movement as people see what it is, see if we can get back over 16. Top of this candle was 1584. But it is a no catalyst stock, so I am definitely taking a risk. Wasn't really expecting it to go round robin on me. But we'll see if it can get back over 1570, 1570s. Definitely, definitely one of those where it's like, man, is this going to be it, or is it going to be able to get back over 16? So 50 cent. What's the ATR on this thing? ATR is $2.06 on this one. And I may end up having to cut it here. Looking at the, oh yeah, 15-minute, 5-minute, looking downwards, man. Nothing to be done there. I almost sold it. Almost sold at this point. I want to see how it operates around this 1521. Almost got sold, bro. All right. Definitely a larger size loss here on Friday. Hitting that point. Can we get any kind of bounce off of this? So 1521, small bounce there. Could have got a better entry, so it's $1 down from where I bought. Just about. Opening up a little bit higher. So we'll see if it can get back over this level of the 1550s. Looks like I might have to put some hard stops in here in a second because this is needs to start seeing some lift off. If I don't, I gotta get out of here. Top of the hour, man. It's the top of the hour. What we doing? All right. Opening up near the low. Is it gonna crash out 1520? Looks like it. Dang, I could have got a better entry, man. Way better entry. 50 cents below. It is what it is. So we'll see if it can carry itself on upward. We need to get, okay, there's a little explosion. Can we get back over 16 is the question. $0.25 from 16, but still quite a ways away from where I got in. $15.21. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to make that my out. Come on, 150, hold up for me. All right, well, ready to stop out at 15.20. No buying pressure there. I'm definitely ready to get out. If it can't bounce back over 15.25s, yep, I'm out. I'll take that loss. Look for a new entry. See if Nuke has anything else for me today. 15.20 is down here where it kind of executed me down here on the downside. Whoops. Oh man, took some shares. I'm just gonna hold these shares, man. If it goes under 20%, I'd give up on it. Took a little loss. We'll see if it'll eat back into it. Look at this. Look at this. Oh man. Yeah, there's no way I'm making that back. Not today, not in the cash account. Dang, I should have waited. I saw this level down here and I was like, maybe. Dang, I should have waited. Plus, no catalyst. No catalyst trading. Bounce right back up off of it. It is what it is, though. That's my fault for no catalyst trading today. I'll take that L. Just trading on sentiment. And then RB, yeah, I'm gonna get out of this one. RBN, NE is going to the moon. Where is it? Right here. Mm, mm, mm. That's what it is, man. Oh, that's funny. Look at this thing, man. I'm good. I'm gonna get out of this one. It's not even in the running. Yeah, that's just stupidity trading right there. Get on out. So that's the loss for today. 167. Let me go ahead and add that over here. Gave back profits. Oh no. Trading no catalyst stocks. It's importing it right now. Oh well. It is what it is. Something told me, I was like, man, let me just sit and wait for a catalyst. Wait for a catalyst. Temptation got too much. I saw it came out defensive and nuke and all this. This was a previous mover too. But it is what it is, man. All of them curled up. Hustle, all of them. All of these demonic stocks. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I just did not want to trade in these consolidations because RBNE was consolidating for like, I don't know, an hour or so. But it is what it is, man. I'll work on this next week. Catalyst, catalyst, catalyst. Got me killed today. Catalyst, catalyst, catalyst. I wouldn't say killed, but you know, definitely not looking the best because I got in on a 20% struggler. Like I said, I hate. Thought it was just gonna rip on up, but nah. It did finish importing. Yes, it did. All right, so let's look over here on the journal. So I took a loss here on Nuke today. Definitely a bigger than normal loser. $1.30 on that rip down. But yeah, that was stupid for sure. Got into a 20% struggler, which I need to put that on here. Mistake trading a 20% struggler. Wasn't a 20, I mean it was up what 30% or whatnot, but oh, the drop and the no catalyst killed me. Where's my, no, I need to add this no cap. Oh, actually no. The biggest mistake wasn't that it was a 20% struggle. The biggest mistake was that it had no catalyst. That's what it was. No catalyst. Did I have that in there? Catalyst. Previous dead cat balance. No. See, it's not even in here as I don't even have it in here because usually I'm like, well, you know, let me put that back in there. Thought I had one for that. Mistakes. We'll go ahead and add one. No catalyst was the reason for this. Put it. Sign setup. No catalyst. Did it not save? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That's what it is. Assign mistake. I know it's in there then. No catalyst. Oh yeah, there it is. Not a day one catalyst. Okay, so I did have something in there. I just had a name different. All right. So let me go over there to my mistakes and remove that other one. No catalyst. What is this? Transactions, assign trades. I don't know. Anyway, that is it for today. I literally was looking for that thing to make a move and it just didn't. So it is what it is. I definitely should have avoided trading a no catalyst stock today. Learn my lesson. Let's look at how the week's closing up. So the week closing up the week, $500. Gave back 100 on this last day because I was too enamored with these no catalyst stocks. So gave back a little bit off the top. Gave back yesterday's profit and a little bit of the day before, but we'll be back next week, Monday morning, pre-market. All right, I'm about to jump out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, got to do better at protecting the profits. No catalyst stock, man. And then not only a no catalyst stock, but not cutting on a no catalyst stock after it went under my risk, right? This was a 30 cent. I mean, 130 on 30 cent is what? The normal stop point. 130 times 30 cents would have just been a $39 loss. Instead, I held for $1.30. So, I got a little bit more love behind that drop. Because one, I broke a rule. So it was kind of the cascade effect, I guess. One, broke the rule of trading a no catalyst. Then two, didn't follow the next rule. Follow the risk, looking for it to just rebound. And that did not happen. So it is what it is. I will be back and I'll probably check back in later on in the day. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Leave it there for next week. I think we got a holiday next week, if I'm not mistaken, of some type. What holiday? What holiday is next week? Juneteenth which will be observed on June 19th. What's the 19th? 19th is next Thursday. Okay, so we'll be good for the beginning of the week. All right, but it is what it is. Sometimes that's how it plays out with no catalyst. It's just a cascading effect of breaking rules. And I knew the risk. I knew the risk. It's just, it is what it is at this point. Knew the risk, but did not take it seriously. RBNE jumped all the way back up there to 13 bucks. And let's see what else. Icon didn't really do anything else. So yeah, this open is going to be a weird one. Anyway, I'm about to jump out of here and get ready for my morning meeting. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll be back next week for some better decision making. Closing up this week, 500 in the green, but yeah, paid somebody else's bill out for this week as well. Anyway, about to jump on down. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.